Alright, so I want to post a little how-to video for using the Graphing Calculator app for the iPhone or iPad. So the one that I posted, which I'll make sure I link to in the comments here, the description, is Calculator X, and it's very similar to the TI-84 that we use in school. So I just want to go through a couple of things here to understand how to use it. So when you first open it up, you would get the main screen like you have on any TI-84. Now if I wanted to, type something in, if I wanted to just do basic, adding here, 9 plus 8, okay, if I really wasn't sure, I could just plug in 9 plus 8 like a normal calculator. I get 17 here. Okay, if I wanted to clear everything out, I could do that. Maybe I'm getting into evaluating expressions here, and I had, for example, 8x plus 2 when x is equal to 3. So I could plug in a value for a variable, again, just like I would in the main screen of my calculator. Press enter, okay, so f of 3 would have been 26. So the basic functions of your calculator are here. Again, I'm speaking more for algebra, and we'll get into some of the more advanced stuff if we need to. The main thing is graphing. Okay, so in the top left, I do have my y equals button. And I have, in this case, I have two equations that I could plug in. So let's say I wanted to graph a line. I'm just going to make up this graph, 3x minus 2. Again, just like I normally would on any graphing calculator. And in the top right, I'm going to press graph. If you notice, I do have, it goes from negative 500 to positive 500, or negative 400 to positive 400 on the y's. But at least I could graph this, and I could zoom in using my fingers here if I needed to. Okay, so if I needed to space things out, I can go both left and right, and I can zoom in, which is a really cool function to have on here. The bottom right hand corner, I can close out of this and go back to my y equals. The other thing that we're used to is looking at a table. Well, just like I would on a graphing calculator, the TI-84, I could press the second button, I open up all of the things here in blue. So if I want to look at table, I'm going to press second graph, which is my table. And the good thing here is I can scroll with my finger. I can go all the way down, all the way up to look at my values. Again, graphing lines, nice and easy. If I go back to y equals, what if I wanted to graph a parabola here? So I'm going to graph a parabola that's in vertex form. Okay, these buttons are all the same. Plus 2 squared, again, all the buttons are the same, plus 5. And I'm going to press graph here, and this is what I have. Again, I could zoom in even more if I wanted to, all using my fingers on the iPad or the iPhone. The parabolas are a little different here. I like looking at my table for my parabolas. Ooh, all the way up to negative 70. Okay, so I don't want to start there. But again, I could scroll. I don't have to worry about, pressing all these buttons on the calculator and taking forever. So what I want to look here is if I'm looking at my table, I like to find my vertex. So just like we did with the TI-84s here, I'm looking for where the y values start to repeat themselves. So if I look on the y values, I have 9, 6, 5, 6, 9. My vertex is going to be the point that's in the middle, which is negative 2, 5. Again, I can graph it. The bottom right closes me out of here. So again, this really isn't much different than the interface that we have for the TI-84 that we use in school. Again, I didn't go advanced or anything like that. But all the buttons are the same, so if you kind of just play around with it, and we can go from there. Okay, so hopefully this helped you guys out and alleviates any confusion that you guys may have. Thanks a lot, guys.